Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, it's gonna be a TVZ here on King's Cove, the latter edition from Asus Rogue Summer 2017. It's gonna be time versus SortOf here on King's Cove. Bottom right is the blue Zerg player SortOf, and in the top left-hand corner, it is the Chinese Terran. He is red. He is time. All right, man. This is going to be an excellent ZVT. SortOf is one of the best EU Zergs in existence, and Time is the best player from China, but beyond that, he is an excellent Terran player. Micromanagement, macro, harass. This game has it all. Because it is Time. Holy smokes. A proxy barracks coming here from Time. SortOf. Overlord scouting. I know if you worker scout, you're going to be behind in the mid-game. But if you don't find this, then you're gonna die if you're a diamond player. But we'll see if SortOf can hold it off. Not changing trajectory, huh? Little Soul Overlord. Just cruising across the map there. So double barracks opening here. Interesting place for the second barracks. I'm not sure why here as opposed to like on the other side of these bushes. You'd think maybe a worker scout would come around and not see this if it was on the other side of the bushes here, but I don't know what we're looking at here. Anyway, extractor and then a pool here at 19. Really? SortOf is being so greedy right now. 19 pool here. His pool has not even started yet, and the bunker's coming up. That's amazing. SCV goes home. Slow Overlords are scouting in total bliss. They see the bunker coming up. It is now response time. What are we going to do about this? Obviously, we have to pull the drones because there's nothing else we can do because the pool is not done yet. Oh, it's way down here. Okay, never mind. It was about the right time. So it's done, which is nice. 2 queens in production here. The bunker is going to finish. SortOf has no hope of killing that bunker before it goes down. So there it is. I mean, the good news for SortOf is the bunker is not in range of the hatchery. So, I mean, minor victories there. Minor blessings there, I believe, is what they would like to call it, but Yar. So the Marines are going to try to take this thing down. It will take them approximately forever to do so. Roachhorn coming up in response to this. Zerglings coming down to at least force the Marines away a little bit. They recognize they can't kill them because the kiting is going to be really good and the stutter step from Time is elite level. Just trying to get the Queen out. The Queen can actually take some hits from these Marines. The Queen pops out. Creep Tumor coming down just to try to spread it around the bottom side and get so no more bunkers can be placed. But I think we're okay with that. Reaper here. God, do we name the Reaper? Is he going to die real fast? Oh, there's 2 Reapers here. Of course there are. All right, so 2 Reapers coming on in. One gets into the main base first. Ends up getting 2 kills. Has he killed drones? A drone and... Wow. And a Ling there. So 2 Reaper opening. The roaches are out, though. And like the one thing that Reapers hate more than anything is roaches. So I think that might just be it, honestly. Going to cancel. Yeah, going to try to salvage that bunker. And then hop back in the main base and try to get some more stuff done. But again, there are Zerglings here. There are going to be Queens here. And it's time to get out. Like, you're just not going to accomplish anything at this point. So I don't know. Was that worth it? What are we looking at? 25 to 21 workers. Time is definitely up. His natural base. It's about to complete here, which is really nice too. SortOf doesn't have a third base, and he'd like to have started one about a minute ago. Look at that roach. That roach filleting animation. Always so very, very good. The follow-up here for Time looks like it is going to be just a 1-1-1 play. Well, he's got the 2 barracks. So never mind. 2-1-1. Which I don't know. Is it an actual build if you proxy? So once again, this just goes to show Terran players you can afford to go for a proxy and fail to kill the Zerg and be okay. It's like, but on the other side of the equation, oh my gosh, these Reapers are going to kill a roach. Holy smokes. Meanwhile, roach attack on the other side of the map comes right on in, takes down the bunker. This counterattack of roaches is kind of insane. There's a cyclone on the way. And something's coming out of that factory, and the roaches know they're not going to like it. So they're just going to come down, maybe try to take down an SCV, if and they can. But I know it's going to be a tank or a cyclone, and both of those things are going to be really bad for these guys. And they're going to go ahead and take down these Marines, get some kills regardless. And then maybe get the roach. No, the cyclone basic attack does bonus versus armored as well. So, I mean, it's not like... Yeah. There we go. 4-kill Cyclone. That is the counter to roaches. I don't know, man. I don't like roaches all that much. Too many things can kill them too easily. Marauders, tanks, Cyclones, Liberators, Banshees, Battlecruisers. Like, Blah, roaches. The only benefit is that you can make them really, really fast, but eh. Bring back the one supply roaches from the beta of Wings of Liberty. That's what I say. Overlord Scouts. Viking says no. Metabolic boost is complete at this point. Man, these two Reapers trying to get stuff done. They're gonna die in here. I mean, there's too many speedlings for them to survive, so they're completely out. Third base coming in from SortOf, coming right on up. Lings cruising up the right side, and a Viking trying to see what's going on. And yeah, I mean, so far so good here from SortOf. He's just kind of doing his thing. He's doing okay. He's at 39 workers, 18 army supplies. Third base is going to pop any second, which is going to be really nice for him. Zergling counterattack comes in and says, what do you have? Oh, you have a tank now. Okay. I'm going to say, if you just have that Cyclone and some Marines, these Lings are going to have a good time. But the tank really tilts the scales in balance of the Terran player. So far, so good. I mean, SortOf, he likes his Lings a lot. He likes being aggressive with these guys. SortOf and Cyril were actually the two guys, when I first started casting, that I really enjoyed their aggressive Ling style. Oh, I guess, did I forget to mention? Did I forget to mention the other guy? Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting his name. True. Forgetting to mention True. True also loves the aggressive Ling style, especially in ZVT. So while Cyril has managed to get up to like champion of the world status, that is not something that has happened to SortOf or True, unfortunately, and it just seems to be a question of playstyle. Cyril's playstyle is very defensive, and you can't be super aggressive and hope to be a world champion if you're going to be Zerg. It's just how the race was designed, was defend, 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 spread the creep a million years across the map, and then start sniping bases and then win. If you don't understand how that works, just watch the Cyril versus Innovation game that I posted a few days ago, and that's exactly, it's Cyril's style to a T. Just being cautious, defending every aspect of the creep that you can possibly find. Anywhere there's an attack coming, be ready for it. Have eyes on it, take it down, and then just be aggressive once your creep is like here. Then you go for it. Otherwise, not really much aggression to be had. So third base down from time. SortOf going to take a fourth base himself down here. It looks like based on the creep spread patterns, although maybe up this way too if he wants. He kind of has some options. This is a nice place too, honestly, to take a fourth. But at this stage, just going for a lair at the 7.5 minute mark, which is so late. +1/+1 is done for the Zerglings, which indicates a lot of Lings, Banelings, and possibly Ultras in the future here too. Meanwhile, it's time to go. Time says I've been passive enough. I've been expanding enough. Let's go ahead and send the units out that we've been making this whole time. And that is the nice thing about Protoss and Terran, is just always make SCVs and probes, and with whatever money you have left over, make army. It's kind of how this goes. Zerg has to decide, do I make a million drones right now, or do I make army right now? And knowing how and when to do that is really what makes you into an elite Zerg player versus a bad one like I am. It's hard to know. Okay, Infestation Pit on the way, but it's not going to be any use for this attack. We got Lings coming in. Zerglings are here, and there are Banelings, but they don't have speed yet, nor is going to be done for this engagement. So, no fourth base coming up here from SortOf, which the Marines are going to have a hard time reaching. They do clear some creep. They're going to wait for their tanks to unsiege and resiege and get up here. Maybe wait for 1-1 to finish for the Marines and Marauders here, too. Ling's trying to see, is there an additional base here we can shut down? Maybe. And the answer is no, but one's trying to land, actually be constructed on site right there. The Lings could shut that down if they wanted to. Lings and Banelings trying to engage off creep. Not going to work out for you guys. Don't do that. Do not engage off creep. That's what Uncle Falcon always likes to say, is don't engage off creep against Terran. They're too fast. They can run away from you. Ooh, free Cyclone's not bad, though. Free Cyclone and a free couple tanks? What is this? No time! Oh, man. 2 tanks and a Cyclone for effectively free. Versabiles landing, and the Banelings target fired so exceptionally well. None of them connect on anything there. No connections at all. I mean, that's Banelings off creep. Slow Banelings off creep have no hope of getting any damage done. Speed Banelings off creep have little hope of getting any damage done against a Terran player of the caliber of Time. That was not going to happen. Marine down, SortOf has been droning behind this. He's happily sitting at 72 workers now. Time has got his own fourth base, almost complete, and he's at 70 workers as well. So there's going to be a lot of bio here. Got the tanks in the mix, working on medevacs, working on Marines, and no more Marines. No Marauders, strangely enough, which does make the Banelings better. If there's a lot of Marauders, then suddenly Banelings don't do as much bonus damage. They don't hit as hard as if there's a ton of Marines. But trade-off is that Marauders can't shoot up. And they're not as good against Zerglings either. So that's why we usually see a mix, although today it really just seems like all Marines all the time, which, considering the Banelings we've seen here from SortOf, seems interesting that he wouldn't get any Marauders to absorb those hits a little bit. Sneaking on up. We're not going to get much done here with this. The ramp is being covered. There's no base up here to snipe. There are tanks protecting the 4th base, and they're not going anywhere, man. Maybe you could snipe this one down if the Marines are out of position. Sensor tower coming up. He will be revealed quite shortly here. And Medevac's coming down the left side. 5th base from SortOf just about to pop here too. So SortOf's got his Hive. He's got his Ultralisk Cavalry on the way. He's going Adrenal Glands in 3-3 for the Marines. Rather, the Zerglings, the Banelings, and the Ultralisks. And any Broodlings that might be made too in case we end up making Broodlords or, you know, I guess the building Broodlings that come out. Yeah, accidental scout here sort of sees this drop coming just because he happened to be hanging out in a general location. Now, actually, the Medevacs wanted to scout and see what that was. They headed up there because the sensor tower revealed them as to what was going on. So more Marines in production. Again, what's also bad against Ultras are Marines. Marauders very good against Ultralisks, especially since the last patch. Did some help with that by just giving them fewer attacks, but having them hit just as hard. And that is what you want against Ultras. Fewer attacks that hit hard. In a nutshell. Ultras coming up. Chitinous plating on the way here too. And unloading. Where did the Marines go? Or the Lings go? They were just there. Oh, they're trying to deal with this. So multiple pronged harass. Well, that got wiped out really fast. This one got almost wiped out. But there are billions Zerglings and Banelings. Like, please unload here. Please unload here. Meanwhile, the bulk of the army is swinging on in. Where is the army even going? They're just taking tank fire all over the place right now. Is there Liberator attacks too? Time is everywhere with this. This group of Marines is in trouble. Ling's going on the surround. Oh, boy. SortOf got that 360, and that's what you want against Terran, and wipes it out. 19 drones were killed in the meantime, though. This Liberator has 8 kills. This Liberator has 11 kills and has wiped out the economy of the Zerg player, plus taken down a hatch. So the army got wiped out, but that is a victory for time. You kill that much economy, and you take down a hatchery, and you're on 4 bases, you are macroing hard. Nydus Network on the way from SortOf, which I'm honestly a fan of. Late game Nydus is not something you see a lot of, but can be very, very good. Baneling's coming up. He's going to try to engage with this, but I don't know, man. There are 3 tanks sitting back there. The Ultralisk can take a bunch of damage. Blinding Cloud in the mix there, too. Maybe an unnecessary Blinding Cloud. You want to save those for the tanks if you can. Yeah, sort of replacing his 5th base, but for now he's on 4 bases. He's on 59 workers, which hurts. He's trying to replace the drones. He is a little bit mineral starved here, but he's sitting around 600 or so, so not too shabby. Does not have any macro hatches, despite being very Ling heavy, which I kind of feel like he could use a macro hatch, as he only has 9 larvae right now. 3-3 finishing up for SortOf. 2-2 is done for time. He's working on 3-3, so the upgrade advantage does go to the Zerg player, which is going to help. So we're trying to see if they can take out this base, maybe, and possibly. I don't know. This Marine tank spread is pretty good out of time. I don't know. Another Liberator swinging on in, setting up on the natural base, saying this was a really fruitful experiment the last time around. Let's see how many kills we can get this time. And the answer is a few. 6. And then gets out. This is the problem with not having Aspire, by the way, is Liberators and Medevacs really ruin your day. Oh, did he come back in? Sort of. He sort of came back in. And then unloading back here, too, with a bunch of Marines and Medevacs, because why not? This seems like a safe place to live. Extractor sniped. Oh, the Extractor lives. Liberator down. Some units die. Nydus coming up inside the main base. Liberator setting up a circle of denial around it. Yes, maybe. Medevacs coming in here, too. Where's the army? Here they come. The reaction time is just gorgeous, but it did pull the army away, and look who's coming in to try to take down that 5th base. A bunch of Zerglings, which is not going to happen. Maybe some of these tanks will die? All right, 3 tanks go down. That's a decent victory in the end there. Man, bringing some Banelings could have wiped out that base, yo. I guess that would have been too expensive for you with your 70 gas you have. Another Nydus coming up, but there's a tank in range. And a tank in range of a Nydus means the Nydus dies, right? An unsiege tank in range of the Nydus worm means it dies. So, I mean, Terran players who struggle with Nydus honestly have a tank sitting in your main base. Don't even bother sieging, and you can kill this thing before it pops. If you see it soon enough, which is always the trick, right? Always the trick. Nydus erupts, dies instantly. 2 Marines and Marauders that show up just in time for it. Another Nydus attempt. By golly, SortOf. I'm loving the Nydus play. I'm not sure how effective it is being. It feels a little bit desperate right now. Another tank shelling this one before it pops. And it erupts for 3 seconds. Actually, a bunch of Zerglings come out. And they do end up taking down a tank. Another Nydus coming up. Pushing out. Nope. Lings and Ultras say no. You're not getting onto the creep here at all. A bunch of SCVs getting killed. Marines coming up to try to handle this, but these are cracklings, my friend. That's not going to work out for you at all. Another Nydus comes up. The SCVs cannot kill it. Dropping around the left side here too. SortOf hanging on right now. I don't know what's going on. There are Nydus worms coming up all over the place right now. Ultralisks popping out of the Nydus worms. One of the main base ends up dead. This Nydus worm has 13 HP. A drop of the natural base is going to try to snipe off all of the drones here and the hatchery, but there are too many lings, I think. Nope, they cannot save the hatch, and it does go down. Nydus worm ultra pops out. Surprise! Surprise, but inside Liberator range means the ultra might die. And he does, because again, there are Marauders in the mix, and that helps a lot. This game is bananas. Holy crap, Lings and Ultras and Banelings attacking into this area off creep. I'm not sure if this is the right idea or not. Liberators in the mix. The Ultras need to get out of that Liberator spot as fast as possible. They're doing it. They're getting out. More Liberators are setting up shop, though. This is how you deal with Ultras. It's Liberators or maybe Ghosts. No. Don't go back in there. Don't go back in there. Why are you going back in there? Those are Liberator death zones. Get out. Go over here and kill stuff instead. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Taking down that tank, the Marauder, attacking stuff. 13 kill Ultralisk. That is the play that I like to see. A single Marine sitting back here in a place that can't get hit by ground units. Are you kidding me right now? He is hiding very nicely. So the thing here for SortOf is he hasn't killed any bases. He's just been trading against army, which is definitely something that Time wants to do a lot here. Corruptors have been added to the mix to deal with all of these Liberators, because they are making these Ultralisks essentially impotent right now. SortOf is replacing his natural base. He's expanding to a 6th base on the left side here too. A lot of bases here from Time. What are these queens doing? Bye, queens. I don't know. Are they coming up to transfuse the Ultras? They might have been trying to do that. Army supply 104 to 70 in favor of Time. And I just don't see this working out for SortOf. The Nydus play was cute. It got some stuff done. It killed some SCVs, but you haven't killed a base. You haven't even killed all that many SCVs. I guess 32 is a decent number. Only 42 drones have died by comparison. It's not that huge of a difference. SortOf's on 74 workers, which is nice. It's got the Viper in the mix. Maybe Parasitic Bomb on these medevacs would be pretty good. Doesn't have the energy for it, though. I don't think... no, she does. She? I think Vipers are she's. Why do I think that? I don't know. Subconscious talking, apparently. 10 more Lings in production. Lings and Banelings. The Liberator count is insane! How many are there? 13 Liberators in the sky right now. The 6th base dies in just a matter of seconds to the Marines and Marauders with the 3-3. The Marauder add-on has been such a good answer for these Ultras. Army supply 132 to 86. It is bad. Another Nydus attempt at the natural base, and these Marauders have been diverted to try to take it down, I think. There we go. They see it, and it will die. There it goes. Parasitic Bomb on that Liberator, attacking on up. The Corruptors are trying to find the Liberators and focus them down so they can't set up. And you know what? It's working out. There are no Liberators here. Right side base might go down to the Ultras. The SCVs are repairing right through that damage, though. Corruptors are trying to fight against a million Liberators. It's not going super well for them. Liberator anti-air isn't the best, but when you're outnumbered that bad as a Corruptor, you need to retreat. It's exactly what's going on. Another Nydus attempt in the same location. Dropping on a Changeling on that high ground. That Overseer dies. But it does pull the entire Liberator army back this way. Hold on. Oh, okay. All right. Marauders hoofing it down there to take this out. One Ultra pops out. Pops into a Liberator denial range area. Oh, the Liberator count is so high. Ooh, steady targeting takes down that Ultralisk too. I just don't see SortOf winning this game, you guys. He's, again, down in army supply. He's up in worker supply. He is trying to replace a couple bases here that he has lost recently, sucking off energy on these hatcheries with his Vipers, but Lings, Banelings, Ultras, and Vipers are not going to be enough. This is too many Liberators in the mix. They set up the denial zones everywhere, and things are going bad. Yeah, I just don't know what we're looking at here. Is trying to get that surround on. Nice parasitic bomb. Good Corruptors play here, too. Ultralisks are down to 0, though. And that is just too much Terran. Doubling up the army supply of SortOf. Time gets in there. Bam! SortOf calls the GG, and Time is your winner in 20 minutes and 8 seconds. Yeah, major victory there from Time. Super, super impressive stuff. Woo! Super impressive stuff there from Time. Taking down SortOf. Time is on the upswing, you guys. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this cast. All right, so yeah, the answer to Ultralisk, if you're struggling them, in case you're wondering, is either Ghost Marauder or Liberator, and Time's like, huh, porque no los tres? I'm not entirely sure that was Spanish accurate, but I did my best. All right, so yeah, 3/3 Marines and Marauders, +1 air armor, no air attack, but apparently he didn't need it. Anabolic synthesis here from SortOf for the Ultralisk speed off of creep. And yeah, didn't kill a base. Did not kill a single base. Let's take a look real quick. 2 command centers died. I don't think they were command centers, though. They weren't orbital commands and they weren't planetaries. So I think they were just up here hanging out, producing additional SCVs. But this base never died. This base never died. This base never died. The natural never died. The third never died. Yeah, a base was never killed. And if you're a Zerg player, you have to take out those peripheral bases. It's really nice that he won a couple engagements. He did. But the production at that point for Time was just so much. He was able to overcome it. And that was it. That's all he needed to do, was just overcome and come down and deal with the rest of the Zerg army. It was just it was a lot of barracks up here. Got a factory in the mix too. I'm not sure if that was used all that much. Where's the starports? Is it really just these 2 starports that were pumping out that much stuff? I guess if you keep your air stuff alive, you don't need much by way of production. So good game. Good game for sure. 35,000 resources lost for SortOf, 26,000 lost for Time. 11 Ultras down, 475 Lings, 3 hatcheries killed, which again, a big deal. 10 Nydus worms killed. That's way more than I thought we had heard die there and seen die, but 169 Marines, 12 Liberators, 33 SCVs, and 29 Marauders. 15 tanks went down. But again, the tanks weren't that important towards the end of the game there. Again, tanks are a pretty good answer to Ultras too, not bad. But in the end, I mean, he made everything. This is why I don't see Ultras all that much at the highest level, is they're just not that good. There's a lot of answers to Ultralisk for Terran. You just have to figure out what they are and use them well, which Time did. So that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all / Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. And you take care of yourself.